me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine.
Welcome to Greenlight Maine. I'm Julene Gervais. It's college season time, and we have the best and the brightest students across Maine right here. If you've been following the show, you know they have what it takes to make their business fly and help drive Maine's economy. Tonight, it's all College of the Atlantic and University of New England, but not before we say hello to our judges who are very experienced. Hi, Andrew Silsby. Tell us, can you give us some advice for the students?
Absolutely. Thanks, Jolene. My advice would be on your first job to do what's asked of you, but to always do more.
Excellent. How about you, Deb Mills-Scofield?
My advice is rush to discover, don't rush to solve. Whatever you do, rush to discover as much as you can first, and then think about solving the problem.
Nice. And finally, John Zeitler.
Yeah, hi, Julene. I would counsel persistence. I think for every overnight success you think you've seen, I'll show you the 5 to 10 years of struggle behind it that had to happen first.
Absolutely, never give up. Our first pitch is a company that really wanted to give back, and they're doing so through the athletic industry. From COA, let's watch Move Free.
Hi, my name is Patrick, and my partner Taibatou and I want to introduce to you Move Free. First, let me take you on a journey. When I was 3 years old, I won my first race, a straight shot across a soccer field. Fast forward 15 years, and I won my first 100-mile ultramarathon through the woods of New Hampshire. Ever since I was young, running has been a central part of my life, paired with my love for the outdoors. Time spent outside has given me a deep appreciation for this planet we all inhabit, and I found myself not only determined to share this passion for movement and nature with others, but wanting to take steps toward protecting and preserving outdoor spaces for generations to come. With this vision in mind, Move Free was born. Operating out of Maine, with Acadia National Park as our backyard, here at Move Free, we are on a mission to inspire adventure and give back to the planet. We are a lifestyle brand, designing and selling high-quality activewear for outdoor enthusiasts. Our products are a vehicle to create change, spreading our message of joyful, lighthearted adventure, connecting and creating a community of changemakers who share our values. With our Giving Back program, we donate 10% of our profits to local and global environmental NGOs with a focus on land protection and preservation, providing an easy and accessible way for people to make a difference through the clothes they wear. Move Free especially wants to showcase the natural beauty Maine has to offer, and through the production of our apparel, support local designers and suppliers. We currently sell direct-to-consumer through our website, and share our message through social media and the support of our athlete ambassador team.
Move Free has inspired me to explore the outdoors and start running, giving me confidence and freedom. And I wish to invite others into this wonderful community by sharing Move Free with new user groups, as well as introducing our brand to those who don't typically spend time outdoors. Everyone can experience the benefit of nature while making a difference in the world. To date, we have 35,000 in sales and customers in 28 countries, with our product worn by athletes competing at the highest level and those who are just enjoying getting outside whenever they can. We have been operating with just one part-time employee who also happens to be a full-time student and professional athlete. But with the support of Greenlight Maine and the prize money from this competition, we can expand our product line and ramp up our marketing efforts, generating enough revenue to hire an additional employee to help with sales and marketing. And in the long run, we're planning to launch a wholesale channel, selling to outdoor retailers here in Maine and around the country, expanding our audience and creating even greater change.
Thank you for the opportunity to share Move Free with all of you. And remember, Move Free is more than a product, it's a lifestyle. So please join us in becoming a changemaker today.
And what a lifestyle it is. Congratulations, Patrick and Taibatou. You've done an amazing job and a nice mission to give back to.
Thank you. Thanks. We're excited to be here with you guys.
We're excited to have you. Andrew.
Patrick and Taibatou, great job on your presentation. I love that you give back 10% of your profits to the community, and our company does the same thing, so we're in line with that. You're really selling social apparel, and so I understand the apparel sales. To help us understand the social component.
Yes, so thank you for that question. Our mission is to inspire adventure and give back to the planet. So we really are trying to improve people's lifestyles and welcome them to this lifestyle of going outdoor and enjoying nature. And many of our customers, that's really what draws them to our brand. Yes.
So I think we all, or most of us, know that the outdoors and stuff like that has not been a bastion of diversity in this country. What are you guys trying to do specifically to help get more people of diverse backgrounds out there hiking, running, whatever?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point. Currently, our customers are mainly within the running space. And one action we've taken recently is joining this organization within the running industry called the RIDC, Running Industry Diversity Coalition. And they host a number of workshops and talks, working with brands as well as individuals, just on how we can be a more diverse community. And so with us as a brand, as Move Free, we're really focusing on both with our ambassador team, having a diverse ambassador team, as well as with our marketing on social media, really trying to promote diversity there.
Nice. John.
Yeah, well, I'm impressed with how far you've been able to take this so far and with the mission and consistent with that. I'm wondering if you could give us a little more information about your supply chain, how you source materials, where they're made, things like that.
Yeah, we're definitely focused on having a very sustainable and environmentally friendly supply chain. All our products are sourced here in the US with manufacturers in New England, and our apparel line is 100% recycled polyester micro mesh fabric and Blue Sign approved. We're working on kind of closer relationships with our suppliers just to better understand the impacts of our supply chain. So that's kind of a priority of ours moving forward. But that is, those are the efforts we've taken to date.
Awesome. And $30,000 in sales, American made. People love to buy recycled products. So I'm so thrilled to watch you guys and see how far you go.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
We need to take a quick break. We're going to be right back with our next pitch, so don't go away.
It's the spirit of New Englanders that inspires all of us to do more. It's in our employees, our customers, and our communities. Every day we do more because at Bangor Savings Bank, we truly believe you matter more.
Whether you're cutting edge or looking at a traditional industry in a whole new way, if you want to innovate and if you want to grow, if you're an organization here in Maine, we want to support you. We're the Maine Technology Institute.
Eaton Peabody, a Maine-based law firm serving generations of Maine businesses and families from offices in Augusta, Bangor, Brunswick, Ellsworth, and Portland.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. A student from the makerspace at UNE took home the gold last season. Are you ready to see what's going on there now? Here's Ready, Set, Return.
Hi, I'm Matt.
I'm Morgan.
And I am Pablo. We are Ready,
Set,
Return. As a sophomore in high school, I injured my knee during the football season, an injury that still affects me to this day. I was motivated and returned to play, but the rehab process was more challenging than anticipated. My rehab fell short due to poor accountability and inconsistency. This led to a never-ending process to fully heal. The lack of communication with physicians impaired my ability to stay committed to the healing process. When you live in an area that does not have the best access to quality rehabilitation practices, it makes it very hard for athletes to heal properly. Many athletes are currently stripped of the chance to perform at 100%, and getting healthier takes intentional effort throughout a period of time. It's hard to imagine a teenager being able to recover from an injury when he or she lives in the countryside of Maine. Now picture this problem throughout the country.
As a certified athletic trainer in the state of Maine, I've experienced firsthand the challenges of rural healthcare and ensuring that athletes are safely returning to sport post-ACL reconstruction. These challenges have grown with the current COVID-19 pandemic. Many athletic trainers are losing their jobs or being placed in different roles with the cessation of athletic competitions. Athletes are losing access to their athletic trainers and therefore losing access to quality healthcare. Our app will provide greater access to healthcare while also creating more remote jobs. Athletes will be able to track their progress and observe how close they are to meeting the requirements to safely return to play, keeping them motivated throughout the rehabilitation process. The app will provide objective data obtained from several tests that the athletic trainer will have the athlete perform. These tests will remain up to date with current evidence-based literature to allow healthcare professionals to implement best practice. This will aid in the decision-making process and improve patient outcomes. With our app, both the athletic trainer and the athlete have clear and concise goals to reach in order to return to play. This will also help protect the athletic trainer from possible liability risks associated with returning athletes to sport too soon after ACL reconstruction.
As a Maine business, we care about Maine healthcare professionals. With our buy one, give one social entrepreneurship model, we are not just looking to impact our customers, but also expand our impact towards Maine healthcare professionals that maybe might not be able to fit our software into their budget. To further improve the accessibility of our app across Maine, we plan to offer a free trial to any healthcare professional interested in our product. Our app will be based on a subscription service of $99 a year, which is roughly $8 a month. Our current plan is to target small to medium-sized practices. We believe that this target audience will be able to see the value in our software in the rehabilitation process post-ACL reconstruction, with hopes to expand in the future. We are ready, set, return. We are ready to take over the future of Maine healthcare. Are you?
Matt, Morgan, and Pablo, what a useful tool for both providers and patients. Well done. John, kick us off.
Well, really interesting, folks, and I especially was interested to hear your focus to some extent on places with less resources on the ground. I guess my question is, how difficult is it to convince people that you're the authorities to be trusted on this?
That's a great question, John. So we've done our research on this, and we know that there is a lack of consistency and standardization in the rehab process right now post-ACL reconstruction. So we're hoping that our app will be the start of this framework to allow clinicians to use best evidence-based practice and implement that into the decision-making process for athletes post-ACL reconstruction. And we hope that this will also minimize the risk of re-injury for athletes in the state of Maine.
Nice. Next question, Deb.
So how much of the application is live tutorials or like streaming the instructions and streaming the therapy versus checking boxes? Because if you're in rural-ish areas, there's an issue with bandwidth and self-service, which then gets to bandwidth.
Yes, so that's another great question. And our app doesn't really focus as much on video tutorials. It's more of first step would be guiding the clinician and the patient through a series of demographic questions that then will lead on to certain tests that the patient will go through if they're healthy to go. Because of course there might be a chance that they're not able to do certain tests because they might re-injure themselves. And then finally they will go to a results page where they have an overall score for each of the different parts, and they will be able to know where they're at.
Great.
Andrew.
Hey, great job, you guys, on the presentation. I love the team approach. My question is really about the practice paying for the service, and then is it free to the athlete is really my question.
Yeah, that's a good question. So it would be free to the athlete. It would be paid for by the clinician or the practice that is buying it. But yeah, we're still working on the price, but right now we're looking at $99 a year, approximately $8 a month. So pretty affordable, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
We're hoping to start by targeting about 8 orthopedic practices in the state of Maine, which sounds pretty small, but all of these practices have orthopedic surgeons, physician assistants, athletic trainers, physical therapists, and occupational therapists, all as a part of this healthcare team. So we're hoping by targeting these practices first, multiple healthcare professionals will be able to see the benefit. And eventually down the road, we would like to target this towards the 30,500 orthopedic surgeons nationwide.
Impressive. Okay, we got time for one last question, John.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit more about where you are in the product development cycle? I know in your presentation, you were roughing some things up. Where are you in developing this?
So currently, we're working on a prototype in Adobe XD to make sure that the idea behind it, doing the different pages that the client and clinician will go through, are successfully made and they're actually functional. And then once we reach the point where we know that it works, we'll be able to take it to the next level and finalize the product, and possibly hire someone to be part in the technical team with me to be able to finalize the final app and actually become functional.
Nice. Well, you've all done your homework. You got it going on. There's a lot happening at the Makerspace. So we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We're going to take a break. Our judges are going to talk this through. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Running a small business here in Maine is personal. At Kennebec Savings Bank, you'll work with local people who are just as invested in your success as you are. Every one of us. Experience the difference at Kennebec Savings Bank today.
ARB's advisors are providing savvy solutions to Greenlight Maine startups, closely held businesses, and organizations that operate internationally. And we're doing it the way you'd want Mainers to, guided by our local, sensible values.
It's the spirit of New Englanders that inspires all of us to do more. It's in our employees, our customers, and our communities. Every day we do more because at Bangor Savings Bank, we truly believe you matter more.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. Our judges spend a lot of time off camera questioning and mentoring our contestants, and it's time for them to talk this out. John, go ahead.
Thanks, Julian. Yeah, interesting. I had a similar reaction to both of these initially, which was, wow, those are two spaces that have a lot of competitors in them. You know, online performance apparel, app-based or online medical information and advice. But when you talk to both companies, they sort of have their own kind of focused angle on both of these things, which I was kind of impressed with, which I think is a really, Move Free, focusing on community, kind of diverse, supportive community. And then, on the medical side, focusing on applied rehab, tools that people can use and understand. So I actually was really impressed. Move Free, the fact that someone in that space can get $30,000 in sales in the first place is kind of amazing, very impressive.
Yeah, no, I kind of went in thinking, oh yeah, same thing, highly competitive. And then they start talking with Move Free, and Taibatou starts talking. I'm like, oh my gosh. And, as for the Ready, Set, Returns, the rural angle is really important because cities and major suburban areas, you've got all these tools there and you've got high bandwidth to do it online if you had to, yada, yada, yada. But I think they really have an evidence-based approach, and if they continue that, so yeah, totally changed the equation for me with both of them. They're still both highly competitive, and in the case of Move Free, very commoditized. So can you really monetize a movement, and for how long?
Well, Deb, I agree with you. The Move Free group, I love that they give back 10% of their profits. I think that's really great. I had a fair number of questions, both on camera and off camera, in terms of their, their sort of the social component, because really what they're selling is social apparel.
Yep.
And, I want to encourage them to explore that social component more so. And but Ready, Set, Return, they're a little earlier in the design process there, but I think they've just done a phenomenal job. I think they're filling a space and they are onto something. So this is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, they have different execution risks, but they both have execution risk. One is, how do you create that community and differentiate? The other is, how do you convince people that you're there, that you're expert enough, and put a product around that to make them trust you. So it'd be interesting to watch both of these folks do that.
I think in the case of, execution risk and financing risk, Ready, Set, Return probably has an easier path, or a more sustainable, less fickle path, if you will, than a movement does. But then that movement, if they capitalize on Black Lives Matter and the diversity, could be big. So I don't know.
Like I said, this is going to be a tough one.
I know, it's always so tough, but you three have done an excellent job. Thank you so much for all your knowledge and mentoring them and your expertise. We got to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have our Inspiring Mainer, so don't go away.
How important are good photos and videos to your marketing? You may not realize that the human brain can process photos and videos 60,000 times faster than text. Wow. This means that all of the content that you post on social media and on your website should have a compelling image or video to go with it. Get creative with your images and take some that help tell your story. With videos, speak directly to your audience, and using your phone is fine. What's important is that you offer a unique perspective and that it's tailored directly to your target customer.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. As part of our college series, we're talking to business leaders across campuses throughout Maine. And today I'd like to welcome Darron Collins, who is the president and alumnus of the College of the Atlantic. Hi, Darron.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for having me.
Of course, it's so good to see you. And this is the 50th anniversary of the College of the Atlantic, isn't it?
It is. We're celebrating the 50th incoming class of the college this September. So it's quite a time for us.
Seeing that you have been there for so long as a student and now the president, talk about how it's grown.
Yeah, so we are still a small school, about 350 students, 35 faculty, 70 staff, and we're strategically that size. But I've had the unique position to have been here 30 years ago as a student, and I've really seen the college evolve, and we're thriving as an institution. And in a time where there are a lot of shifting sands among higher education, we're doing things really, really well and are excited about it.
Excellent. And you have one major. This is a specialized school. Talk about why that works so well.
Yeah, people are drawn to College of the Atlantic for our place. On Mount Desert Island, on the coast of Maine. Maine is who we are as an institution. It is really in our DNA. For the size of the community, because we want all students to participate in the governance of the College of the Atlantic. And then exactly for what you mentioned, all students get a degree in human ecology. They create their own major. It's an entirely interdisciplinary experience. So there are no departments, and they take what is their dream and make it a reality. That's what we really want to empower these students to do, to take a dream and be able to create a vocation and an avocation afterward.
Fantastic. How about some advice for our student entrepreneurs on the show?
No matter what people do these days, I honestly believe that honing experience in writing and in oral communication is one of the most fundamental things for any entrepreneur, frankly, for anyone. And that's something we really try and do with all of our students here at the College of the Atlantic, is focus on their abilities and experiences in written and oral communication. That will take you a long, long way.
Excellent. That's great advice. Well, you do an amazing job, both you and your faculty. Congratulations on 50 successful years, and here's to 50 more.
Yes, thanks very much. We're really excited about it, and thanks.
All right, we have to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to have today's winner, so don't go away.
For over 25 years, Kennebec Savings Bank has hired 10% of its workforce through our college internship program. Many of those early college interns are in leadership positions at the bank today. Experience the difference at the bank that invests in its future.
Through their efforts to support Maine entrepreneurs who are growing our economy, Greenlight Maine is making our state a better place to start and operate a business. For these efforts and the creation of a robust entrepreneurial ecosystem, the Harold Alfond Institute for Business Innovation at Thomas College is proud to be a sponsor of Greenlight Maine.
It's the spirit of New Englanders that inspires all of us to do more. It's in our employees, our customers, and our communities. Every day we do more because at Bangor Savings Bank, we truly believe you matter more.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. It was so nice to have College of the Atlantic for the first time with Move Free and Ready, Set, Return from the University of New England. It's time to find out who is moving on in the competition. Judges, from 3, 2, 1. And that means Move Free is moving on in the competition. Congratulations, Patrick and Taibatou. I'm so happy for you. And how do you feel?
Oh my God, this feels incredible. Thank you very much for this opportunity. And I can't wait to see how many more lives Move Free is going to touch.
Yeah, thanks so much. We're psyched for this opportunity. It's been a really wonderful experience so far, and we're excited to take the next steps moving forward.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next week with 2 more outstanding entrepreneur students. In the meantime, you can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and see all of our episodes on greenlightmaine.com. Have a great evening. Good night.